Welcome back to Rustaholic. I'm Patrick, still working on the Fury. I mean, there's just more to be done, so I'm just gonna keep going. On the last episode, we fixed some stuff inside the car for the brakes. The emergency brake it was getting stuck, so we got that loosened up. And the brake pedal itself, we made some adjustments on there, put a brand new switch in, and that's it. So, oh, seat belts, we got the seat belts put in. So all good there, and I'm checking out my box, and this is the only thing left in the box. So this is for the sending unit and the gas tank, but I don't think we're gonna get to that today. We'll see. I want to move on to brakes. And if you saw a few months back, I replaced the master cylinder, the booster, but in order to do that, I had to extend the brake line that goes from the portioning valve here all the way to the back of the car to the rear end. And when I got down, and I had to do it at the time because that was just the easiest method. So I put like a little 1 foot extension on it to get it where it needed to go. But when I get down and look under the car, there's already multiple connections on that line. Somebody had used pieces of brake line and connected them all together to make this one line, and I didn't help by putting one more connection in the zone. And I know it's working now and it's probably fine, but just for my own peace of mind, and of course it's an excuse to get a new tool, we're gonna put in a whole new brake line. And I've never done this stuff before, so I've got a straightener we're gonna use. So I got brake line and I got a brand new flaring tool. So very exciting. So something that happens if you're not working on your car for a while, you build up your car fund money and then you get to buy tools. So that's dope. So we're gonna use some of this new stuff, and we're gonna replace this janky multi-connected brake line with one single brake line. That's the plan anyway. Let's get started. All right, here we are under the car. I'll just give you a quick look. So there's the initial connection here at the rear end. And you can see there's already one connection right there, just a foot away. And then if you follow that down and around, boom, you've got another connection point. So that's 2 connection points. And then you follow that and go to the front and you'll find the one that I put on there as well. So total of 3 connection points for this single brake line. And honestly, that's too many. So we're gonna pull this one out and try to make one single brake line that will go from front to back. It's leaking. We knew that was gonna happen. We knew it, but we did nothing about it. All right, one connection done. Looks like I got some zip ties. Go get some snips, we'll clip those, and then we'll move on down the line. So far the clips coming off pretty easy. So that's good. The last connection is going into the distribution block right here in the back. And it is so close, the bend is actually hitting the booster. And I can't even see it. I can't get I don't even know what size it is. I mean, we'll be able to figure that out, but getting a wrench in there is gonna be tough. I'm pretty sure I put it on here before I put the master cylinder on the booster. So, I don't know, I'm gonna try to get it off without it, but I may have to pull the master cylinder off maybe even just a little bit, just to get this thing out of here. I don't know, we'll give it a try. It's a 5/8, I can barely get in there. Oh, I can almost do it with my finger. If you could get your hand in there. Ouch. We put all these brake lines in the way. Get to it from over here. I'm standing on my tiptoes. I just think this probably couldn't get any more uncomfortable. I don't know. Boy. Finally, it's free. So I'm gonna wrestle this out from underneath the car, and we'll have a look at it, at our template. It's out. It's on the ground. So we've got a total of 3 different connection points here, and we're gonna get that down to 0. So I think that's gonna be a nice improvement. It'll definitely make me feel a little bit safer, but I don't know. Let's yeah, let's give it a shot. Check out this new line we've got. Comes with a whole bunch of different connections. That's good. Hopefully they have what I need in there. Maybe we use the existing ones, I don't know, we'll see. Can't even read that. 1/4 inch, nope, yep, 25 foot, 1/4 inch, it looks like. So, is that too big for us? I don't know, we'll see. Let me go check it out. And the new tool, that's what we've got. This is awesome. I've been saving up for one of these, and I finally got one, so I'm really excited about it. This actually goes in the vise, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put this in the vise. I'm going to mess with it a little bit, maybe even cut a little bit of this off. I've got plenty, and do some testing on that and see if I can get my flare right, because I have a feeling I'm gonna have, like, you know, once I get the single piece, I only got really like one shot at it. So let's make sure I know how to flare. I need more flare. This is gonna be my test piece. Apparently that flaring tool I got doesn't come with any instructions. So we're gonna wing it a little bit, but it did come with this cutting tool, so that's nice. There it goes. All right, this will be our test piece. Let's see if we can set up this machine right. Well, I've got good news. Good news is the flaring tool works really well, so that's awesome. The bad news is that I got the wrong size. So one I've got is 1/4, and it looks like what I've got is like 3/16 or something. So I'm gonna go try to see if I can find some at a local shop, see if we can move forward. But yeah, at least the flaring tool works. Back in a bit. Well, it took long enough, but we finally got it in. So let's move on. Going to measure this pipe right here, and let's start straightening this. I think I want this to actually come straight down. So let's just say 2 feet by 7, so that's 9. Seems like a lot of extra. 11. Let's go 12. We'll give ourselves an extra foot just to start with. 12 feet. Not totally sure if I'm doing this right, but it is getting straighter. So we're gonna go with that. We'll little bit of time. All right, I'm gonna try to remember the steps here. I got my line cut, it's in, and I have this thing locked down just to where it's just barely touching this. It's just barely locking it down, because first step is to set it to this OP and zero it out, and that should make it flush with the block. All right, and now we're gonna lock this thing down. All right. That is locked. The next one is, I believe this is 3/16. So I believe it's this guy first, and then it's the red, this guy. All right, let's do it. That's it. And then let's check it out. Whoops. All right, we got flare. Looking good. Of course. All right, this is what we've got so far. Got it dialed in at the front. I'm working my way back. And I got it up through here. And I got a nice clean line to our final connection point. I've made 2 marks here, so this is where my beginning and end is, but I'm gonna need to do a little bend here, come down, and then bend it back up so it ends at this point. That's the goal anyway. And then also, I think I figured out here, I'm going to go ahead and take this wheel off. If I take this wheel off, I'll be able to feed in the front and then just push in the back here without any issues, even with all these bends and stuff in it, and I should be able to get a connection here. So once I make all these bends and I have this, I'll do my final cut, and hopefully I'll only have to put it in one more time. All right, got it back out of the car, and I created this little template here. This is the last little fancy bend that I need, is to come over this cable, down just a couple inches and back up as much as I can to go into the actual fitting. So if we can get it pretty close to that, then we'll be golden. Not much of a gap. Go back, redo, restart. I'm gonna restart. Ooh. Where's a Sharpie when you need one? It was just here. I mean, it's a little off. Let's be honest. Could be tighter. Should be tighter. Stuff is pretty forgiving. All right, definitely need to get this guy on there, and then we're gonna go ahead and snip it and do the final, what is that called? Crimping? I don't know. We're gonna make the flare. Well, I missed my little curve somehow, but that's all right. It's in, and that's the important thing. So we're gonna get this thing tightened up, and I think we're almost done with this one. I'm gonna have to have my lady help me bleed the brakes, etc. But we'll do that another time. This might be it for this guy. But we got it in all the way up front, all the way to the back. It looks a lot better now. It's all one piece, and I feel better about it. So there you go. We'll get this thing tightened up, and we'll move on to the next thing. All right, last few steps here. Let's just see what kind of damage we did. See how much brake fluid we lost. Nothing. Yet. So that's good, at least. Go ahead and top it off anyway. And then I think I'm gonna just go ahead and crack the one of the bleeders in the back and let it gravity feed itself for a little while, and then my lady and I will get together and bleed the brakes. But I think that's it for this episode. We got the rear brake line replaced, which was the whole point. And really, it was pretty straightforward. The hardest part was trying to get this fitting on right here because of how close it is to the booster and the fact that you just can't see it at all. Like, your hands are getting over there. I got some some love scratches there from the Fury, but all good. Brakes are going to be much better, and we can move on to the next thing, which I think is going to be the gas tank. So that's a whole other issue, because now we're talking about fuel, how much is in the tank, do I got to drain it? Anyway, that's for the next episode, so we'll check that out. But thank you all very much for watching. Hope you really liked it, enjoyed. Please comment and subscribe if you like, and we'll catch you on the next one.